In this video, we're going to make a program that takes in a binary number from the user and converts it into a regular numeral for the user to read. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is get the binary from the user. So we'll say public int get binary, because that's what it's going to be doing. And we'll say get binary down here. Then the way we do this is we create a scanner. So scanner input equals new scanner system.in. Then let's tell the user what's going on. This program converts a binary number to a regular number. And then we'll tell them to enter binary. So it'll be int binary equals input dot next int. And we're going to do a few conversions pretty soon here to make the binary number something that we can easily translate to a regular number. Oh, and then we need to return the binary number. So that method's done. Next thing that we need to do is we need to get it to a usable format. We'll change it to a array list. So public array list, and it'll be an array list of integers. And we'll call this method int to array, and it'll take in the binary. So first we need to create an array list. So array list integer, we'll call it binary array. That'll be equal to a new array list. And then after that we need a temporary variable to do this. So we'll say int temp, and we don't need to set that equal to anything. So what we need to do is go through the whole binary number into binary that we're taking in, and we need to convert each one of those numbers and put it in a place in the array. Each place in the array will only have one number, so while binary is greater than 0, we're going to constantly change the value of binary throughout this. What do we need to do? What we need to do is we'll set the temporary variable equal to the last digit of the binary number, which would be binary %10 for the modulus function. And then we'll add that temporary variable to the binary, not to the binary, we'll add it to the list. So binary will be we'll have binary.add, we'll add it to the first place, which is the 0th place, binary comma temp, and let's see, what else do we need to do inside here? We'll cut binary down, so binary divided by equals 10. I'm getting an error here. Let's see, this shouldn't say binary, this should say binary array, because we're putting that number into the binary array at the first position. Then we'll return binary array, and that method should be working fine. Alright, what are we going to do next? Next thing we need to do, we now have the user input into an array list, so we now need to calculate what the value of that array list is. So public int, we'll say binary with the lowercase b, binary array to int. That'll need to take in an array list of type integer, and we'll just call it binary inside this method. And we need a bracket there. Okay, that'll be the bracket. Array to int. Then inside this method, we're going to need two counters. We'll call the first one sum equals 0. That's a number we're going to return at the end. And int temp equals 0. This will be a counter for us. So for int I equal binary dot size. Oh, sorry, that should be size minus 1, because we're going to go through the whole thing. If there's 4 elements inside the binary number, the size will be 3. So we'll say for int I equals binary dot size minus 1, while I is greater than or equal to 0, we need to iterate I downwards. And then at the end we'll return sum. Those red lines are going to bug me if we don't do that now. So what we need to do is, if the number in the binary is a 1, so if binary.get I is equal to 1, we need to add that to the sum. So sum plus equal int, we want this to be an integer, so math.pow, and then we'll raise that to 2 to the temp. So sum plus equals 2 to the whatever power that we're in. So we'll start at the 0th power, so the first number in the binary can be either a 0 or 1, second would be either a 0 or 4, third would be 0 or 8, and so on. If it doesn't equal that, we don't need to do anything, so we don't really need an else in this. So we'll just leave the else out of it. And then after every iteration, we need to iterate the temp. Otherwise, it'll keep raising everything to the 0th power, and that'll just count the number of numbers in there. So after we're done with all this, we need to create a main method. Or, not create a main method, but use the main method. So binary to numeral Joey equals new binary to numeral. Alright, so the first method we're going to call is going to give us a binary number. So int, we'll just call it int b equals get binary. Or that should be joey.getBinary. Okay, and once we have that integer, we need to send it in here to get an array list. So we are going to say array list integer, we'll just call it C, I guess. So C will equal the method right here, so it'll be joey.int to array, and we need to send in a binary number, so we'll send in b. And then we need to get our third method here. That'll return an int, so int d equals the name of this method, so it'll be int d will equal joey dot name of that method, and we'll send in c to that, and then we'll print out d. So let's test this. Enter a binary. See, this binary should be 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 plus 8, so this should be 13. Oh. And it seems to be working. Anyways, I hope this video tutorial helped you understand how to convert a binary to a number. It can't really think of any practical application for this. I just think it's a really neat program to know how to do. So I wanted to go through it on here. Probably have a few more things kind of like this. And might even put up a video of us doing a little bit more efficiently. Think I can make this a little bit better. Anyways, thanks for watching.